Hi everyone, Scrappy Kathy here with a layout that was due on Monday for the love of homemade kits. And I'm not as late this week as I was last week. Hopefully I'll get caught up and be on time next week. But I'm somewhat hampered by the fact that my printer doesn't work. And this actually was about the only, you can kind of still see there's a line across here and there's one going across there. I hope to reprint it, and I kind of mounted it poorly on here anyway. This was kind of a nightmare. I put it on a white sheet and then I cut this wrong and then I took it off and recut it and put it back on, and it's just as bad as it was in the beginning, and I have less of the photo showing. So not the best example of let's see, it's not exactly photography skills. I'd say it's trimmer skills. Okay, just to go back and kind of give you, I was hoping this wouldn't be as long a video as some. So I've done some things ahead of time. You may recall that I gutted part of this paper for my last For the Love of Homemade Kits layout, and it was last Monday's layout, and I think I published it on Saturday. So and this sheet on that same layout, I cut some hexagons out of this 6x6 paper pad. So I mounted that already. It's glued on there. And I'm going to place my photo over those hexagons so that they don't show. And I'm going to kind of set it down a little bit so that it breaks that line. And I realize I have something here that I need to cover up. And I probably will adhere that lightly, or I'll be prepared to pull it all off if I decide to replace this photo. What more than likely, I'll say that it's just fine, and we'll go from there. You may notice that I have inked the edges of the papers and actually some of the embellishments that I chose. You know what I did? I actually forgot to put this. This was the branding strip on this yellow paper. So I want to use this Amy Tangerine +1. And I liked it because I'm doing lots of bright color, that bright yellow background. Do you know yellow is the brightest color in the spectrum? And it's beautiful, but I think it needs some black and white to balance it. So I'm going to add this kind of right across there, and I'll lay the photo on top of it. I have this that I want to add, so let me do that. Do I want that light pink showing kind of up at the top? I may do it that way. Okay, let me kind of get that under there. I've got that adhered. I can go re-adhere this. Okay, now I took a couple of the Project Life type cards that were in there. This one had this on the end. I cut that, and I thought I'd use it as something of a tab right there, so we'll see if I like that. I thought I'd use this one as a tab on there, or maybe on here. I think I like it better there. So I'm going to discard those, and I can still use those. Let me get this in. What I'm trying to do is add as many black and white accents as possible, and kind of have it somewhat balanced. The design naturally was influenced by where the gutting was and those hexagon punches. So we'll see. Okay, I have also fussy cut this little camera from another Project Life card that I had chosen for the kit. And I've got, as we reviewed before, there was also I cut a hexagon from the bottom of this tag, and I've got the top of the tag left. So it's gonna go right here. I thought that kind of craft color would look nice against all the color in that heart paper. For my title, I thought I would do this. All of my embellishments, as you'll recall from that kit, are from Vicki Boutin. I think it's Color Kaleidoscope. So I've got this. I'm going to take this off and actually, I have a solid let me go back here, and so I can actually think and maybe speak at the same time. I had a solid piece of foam across there, and I plan on mounting it like this so that I want to break that up so that I've got some foam kind of up here on this, in this direction, and some down here the other direction, and we'll see if that accidentally works. And what I've done here is I spread some little foam dots on these little circles. Again, I have inked the edges of this, which means when I ink the edges of some and didn't ink the edges of others is I've made some design decisions before the camera started rolling. So let me get this here and that there. It's a little bit trickier getting those dots not to stick where you don't want them. And the dots stick a lot better than the adhesive I use. So let me put this and this on here and see if that works. Okay, that needs to be cut back. What I'm documenting here is the title of this is going to be The Best Day. And I'm going to have to jump up and run away from the camera in a minute because let's see, where's a piece of that foam? I just took up, okay, here it is. The other part of my title, the word day, is in with my Bramble Fox perspectives, and I didn't bring that to the table. I thought I'd do the word day in alphas, but I like that perspective better. Okay, so this was a trick I learned in the Stash Bash Palooza this weekend. When you're tucking something behind, if you put a little foam up here, it just gives it dimension, not just lifting it up, but it kind of points it up. It's up at a different angle instead of just a flat up, the whole thing up. This is kind of tucked behind and then it comes up. Okay, so let me also, I think I want to use this, or since I'm treating this as something of a tab, I'm going to use this clip there, and I thought maybe I'd put my camera right here on top of the photo. Let me do that. This photograph is one that my son took, and he's got a brand new iPhone, and it does such a beautiful job in portrait mode by giving you a really good depth of field look, and this is just one of my favorite photographs. Okay, now to kind of cover up all these little angles that are occurring right there, I had thought about doing this butterfly or this butterfly, because this butterfly kind of picks up the teal there, and there's some teal in there, and I think that I may have covered the teal there. But I think I went back and forth with that, and I think what I'm going to do are these two flowers kind of offset like that, and these leaves. And you can tell I've chosen them because I actually inked the edges. So I think I like that. Let me get some foam behind them. Where's my box of foam pads? I think I'll go this way. And in this case, I'm going to overlap one over the other, but they'll be at the same height. And that, in order to do that, I kind of will turn up the petals a bit like this. And let me pull this off. Okay, I'm going to go here and here and kind of do that. Okay, that looks good. I think I'll do these leaves the way Christina taught us. I'll tuck them in under the flowers. I almost lost that one. Tuck them in under the flowers and let them kind of pop up a bit and kind of curl up. See how nice that dimension is? That works out great. And I've got a bit here. This foam is all left over from what I took from behind the word best there. Okay, so I've got that. And we'll go there. Okay, now it looks like I could still maybe use something here. So I'm not quite sure, and I noticed that when I kind of dry fit it together a while ago. I have a few small wood pieces and some stickers. We'll see. I know for sure that I want to use this wood, wood word loved, and it's broken, but I think I can, when I glue it on, I can make it work. I can fix it. There was a small piece that the V overlapped on, and this I just want to be kind of as a comment, not as a title. So that's not gonna stick. I've got enough of a difference. Let me see how that fits if I do this. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, more glue. And I'll go this way. Just a few dots. There, and you cannot tell that it was ever broken. Okay, I've got a Up here, when I put the word day, I'm thinking it's going to need something around it, and I almost have to have the word day there to figure out what it is. And I'm thinking it may have something to do with this heart, which I have inked, and maybe this large flower, which I have not. So, excuse me for a second while I dash over to get my day. Here it is. When you see it, you'll know why I chose it. I forget what else. I think there were some other words that came with this, but it was intended to be used as a title. And it has the most wonderful finish. It's not shiny. It's got a kind of a sanded finish. It's just beautiful. So what I thought I'd try to do is put it, well, let's see. If we do this, let me try this. This almost may be too close here. That actually looks good. So I'm going to go with that. That actually simplifies. If I were going to use it offset, I'd need some embellishments to kind of pick up the slack and maintain the balance. But if I have it all kind of up here and it looks connected, then I don't really need anything. I could maybe pop this guy up on some foam. I think I'll do that. Get a bit here. And that cloud has had the inking. I wasn't quite sure where I was going to use it, but I love these clouds in that collection. Okay, there we go. That works. And I've got a couple wood veneer flowers that might go. I think what I'll do here is put my little overlapping hearts, little wood veneer hearts. I thought I might use this, but I don't think I'm going to. I rejected this and this bird, which I thought might look nice perched on this, and I've decided against that because of its size, actually. And I thought maybe here, but that's kind of too much. I kind of like this open space here. This heart, let it be kind of clipped in right there. Okay, I like that. I have some other little bits that I thought I might try to work into the design, but as I look at them, I don't think they're necessary. And what I'm going to do here is a small collection of 5 sequins. And I will mix. I don't think the pink sequins on top of the yellow would end up looking very, very good. So I'm going to go with the pink sequins on this kind of multicolor pink background. And I'm going to throw in, I'll do 3 pink sequins and one of the little tiny white. And this is a sequin mix from my Mind the Scrap, maybe November kit. Let's see, do that. Oh, this guy's coming loose. Go there. And Actually, I'm not gonna use the clear. I will use the smaller. I'm gonna move, these look like they're in a line. I'm gonna kind of move that over and move this over. Okay, that looks better. There's some smaller, lighter pink ones, and they look good over here on the lighter pink and the white. Okay, that's not good. More glue. There was a sequin scrap, if you will, one of the little punch outs when they made the hole in the sequin. Okay, that's all I'm gonna do there. I had some of these, some of these little guys. I thought about using Not a Cloud in the Sky. I think I will use this Sunny on here because Ava remarked on that day that she really enjoyed being out in the sun. So I'm gonna put a little foam back here. I do want to add that, and it's yellow, which kind of gives me a little bit of, I don't think there's yellow in any of the embellishments here. So this gives me a yellow embellishment that kind of helps explain this outrageously yellow background. Okay, I'm gonna do this. I've got a little bit of that foam that's showing. You know what I didn't do? I didn't ink that. Let me do that. Okay, done. And my leaves are moving around. I can kind of curl that up like a banner. It's meant to be a little tag, but I just, if I hide the tag part, if I hide the little part, it kind of just becomes a banner. Now what is going on here? Okay. And something's there. Let me see if that's just not sticking either. So let me refresh the adhesive on there. Okay. And a little bit of glue on my magic hearts here. Let me do that. And I think we're finished. So this is one I enjoyed. This is one of my favorite photos, and I wanted to do a special page, and I possibly, just to let you know, I may do that photo again in the group along with the group of photos we took, or my son took on that day. Don't want that to get out of whack there. Okay, so I've used 6x6 paper pads, Project Life cards, miscellaneous tickets, a tag that I had already gotten some use out of, my black ribbon that was in the kit. The only thing that wasn't in the kit was this Bramble Fox perspective that says day, but I think I needed it, right? Don't you agree? Okay, so thank you for watching. I really appreciate all the support, and enjoy. Get out there and scrap today. Bye.